Now to a developing story out of Washington, D.C. Kevin McCarthy has become the first Speaker of the House to ever be removed from power through a parliamentary rule called a privileged motion. He tells his colleagues he will not run again for Speaker, putting the gavel up for grabs after being ousted. Skyler Henry is in Capitol Hill with what comes next in all this.
Hey, Ryan and Liz, good to be with the both of you. Uncharted waters we are absolutely in right now as the House scrambles to try to figure out who will become the next Speaker, following the announcement that former Speaker Kevin McCarthy will not be seeking re-election to try to gain his seat. We know that the House ultimately is taking a bit of a break. They will reconvene next week where they will try to figure out who will be in charge of the lower chamber.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy has been stripped of his power.
The office of Speaker of the House of the United States House of Representatives is hereby declared vacant.
Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz filed the motion to remove McCarthy after the Speaker turned to Democrats to help pass a short-term spending bill to keep the government open.
The one thing that the White House, House Democrats, and many of us on the conservative side of the Republican caucus would argue is that the thing we have in common, Kevin McCarthy said something to all of us at one point or another that he didn't really mean and never intended to live up to.
But then it was Gaetz who needed Democrats to remove McCarthy.
Kevin McCarthy is not trustworthy. We don't trust him. Their own conference doesn't trust him. We've just lurched from crisis to crisis with him as Speaker.
The overwhelming majority of my party supports the Speaker that we elected.
The House Republican drama comes as Congress is still grappling with crucial issues.
We have a government that will shut down in 40 days. We have a Ukraine war that needs to be funded in the next 15 days.
The House cannot proceed on any other issue until a new Speaker is elected.
And to reiterate ultimately what's at stake here, we're talking about only a couple of weeks until lawmakers will be faced with the challenge of keeping the government up and running. Yet again with a long-term funding bill, or decide whether they want to pass another continuing resolution in order to keep the government up and running. But they can't do any of those things until they name the next Speaker. We're here on Capitol Hill. I'm Skyler Henry. Ryan and Liz, back to you.
Thank you, Skyler. Representative Patrick McHenry of North Carolina has been appointed Speaker pro tempore of the House until a new Speaker is chosen.